Hey Gemini, welcome back. All right, this is going to be for the sign of Gemini, Gemini placements. The cards are all upright and in order by way of major arcana and through the elements. Holy Spirit, what do you have for the sign of Gemini? What does Gemini need to know and be made aware of at this time? Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, considerations of donations. Also, thank you so much for your participation and being here. It's for Gemini, Spirit. What do you have for Gemini? But I'm getting energy surrounding Christmas. What is this for Gemini with Christmas? Feels like, a family gathering, or, maybe this feels like a time to when family used to gather together. I'm seeing like a picture perfect representation of Christmas time in a warm, cozy living room. With the traditional Christmas tree, I'm seeing a fireplace burning. People are kind of congregating in their little Christmas sweaters. It feels like a get-together. They're holding their little cup of, hot cocoa or coffee or whatever. Yeah, so Gemini, what I'm getting now, it's like, it feels like wanting to go back to the way things used to be in regards to family getting together, and everybody was kind of normal is what I'm feeling, because that's that's that Christmas, like everybody kind of puts their problems to the side and they want to talk about the kids and the job and the good things that are going on, what you're grateful for, blessed for. But and then also there's just one particular person that's standing out in this equation. They're the only one I've seen outside of just the setting itself of the living room. But it's like a clean cut guy. He's kind of navigating his way through life, possibly unmarried, but it's just giving me that kind of starting out on their own. So Gemini, are you having these feelings of regression? Like wanting to go back to these things. The Three of Swords is showing itself in the pre-shuffle in the reverse. So that's what I'm kind of getting here. Like, are you feeling like there's time missed, or that was not well spent or planned for, Gemini? Oh, that was a Page of Wands in the pre-shuffle. But let's go ahead and dive into. I'm hearing nurture, like you're in need of some nourishment here, Gemini. So if this has to do with nourishment surrounding like love, healing energy, like maybe just wishing that your family was just, in happier times, a happier setting. Yeah. I heard the way it was before. So it's sounding like people have gone their separate ways, their separate journeys. But for me as the reader, I'm like, well, that's a positive thing in itself, because, it means that people are finding themselves. But then there's this interjection energy coming in that's saying, no, it's like I lost control. So Gemini, possibly you're struggling with the fact that, control, or what you thought you had in control when it comes to family is now kind of, you're wondering, where did that go? All right, thank you for that, Spirit. Thank you. Let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, it's saying my deck's upside down. Here we go. That's a good amount of cards right there, so we'll go ahead with that. And bottom of the deck energy, we have the Tower card reverse. Spirit, tell me more about this Tower reverse, please. So I'm hearing residency. So that lets me know, that kind of ties into this family energy that we picked up in the channeling. So residency, possibly this is a loss of family or home, or that nourishment that you're missing, that's lacking with this Tower energy reverse, with residency. What else, Spirit? I'm hearing one door closes. So that means another door is going to open. So if this has to do with a loss, of a union, possibly family, because I did get like a family room, like living room sort of energy. if this means like the loss of, you know, some sort of severance of a partnership where you all shared a home together. That might have something to do with that energy. What else, Spirit? So I'm hearing habitation or something. So that's like a live-in partner. Maybe not necessarily a union on paper by way of a lawful marriage. And I'm hearing abandon. So yeah. So I mean, you know, this speaks to this tower energy. Something had to divinely crumble in order for new beginnings. So that was that one door closes that, you know, that came up. So, you know, not to worry. And I'm hearing transition now. So Gemini, this is not to, for you to be consumed with the emotions of you losing control, because I feel like the control is the reason why this possibly is now taking place, because the control aspect, you know, is what's preventing you from being able to move forward right now. But that has to be broken completely down at this point, Tower reversed energy, for you to be able to be successful in your journey. Because you may have been caught up in some sort of karmic cycle or karmic loop here, but, you know, divine guidance comes in and knocks everything down for you to be able to rebuild again, but now rebuild on a firm foundation. All right, Gemini, I'm not going to preach to you, but let's go ahead and get into the cards, see what's happening here. But definitely control. It's just something about control all over this reading already. All right, so I'm going to run through these, what I call storybook style, because they all kind of just came out in a clump. So we have the Moon card here at the top of this energy, or it could be the bottom because they were face down when I picked them up. And I believe they were on their side. So these energies will be to be determined in this for me as the reader. But let's just go through it. Let's fill out the energy, you guys. Moon card. So there has been some sort of exposure of information that's come out, possibly that has led to this tower being in the reverse, so where something had to come down. I'm hearing it just wasn't designed for you. So, you know, Gemini, maybe you've awakened. Maybe now you have some sort of divine energy surrounding you that, you know, of course, that would be tower energy to say, you know, you weren't meant for what you've been experiencing and going through. Like, you're not meant to stay in that place forever. That was something to build you up and, you know, grow. And that nourishment that you're lacking right now and missing, that's what's missing. I mean, not to double clarify, but, you know, that nourishment is what is much needed right now, because that's what was absent here. So I don't know what had came out in some sort of revelation here by way of causing, you know, some sort of excitement surrounding why the tower is even falling. So there might have been some sort of explosive argument or disagreement with when I heard cohabitant, so your partner, whoever you're living with. Possibly something was revealed that, you know, someone's not settling for at this point. And I just heard it's over. Let's see what's behind the Moon card, y'all. So we have the Four of Cups. Somebody's been crying a lot, because I have this feeling in my throat, because I was sitting here thinking I probably shouldn't have started, you know, reading this late, because my throat seemed like it's stiffening up. But this only happens, I get this feeling like after, you know, I don't cry a lot, but, you know, the times that I have, it's been, you know, very purging, very necessary. And I'm probably saying this for a reason, Gemini. But anyway, I get that tightness in my throat, and it makes my throat uncomfortable, but that's what I'm feeling. So that's why I said somebody's been crying a lot. A lot. So the Four of Cups, as we get into this energy, and I feel like that was the prelude. You know, Four of Cups has to do with like second guessing yourself. Like, you know, being comfortable where you are, only to, you know, not know that there's another opportunity trying to enter its way in. But this one is like complacent. They're focused on what's right in front of them, and that's not good enough for them. But then the fact that, you know, they're just focused on that and not able to manifest greater things, that's what kind of gets in the way of this blessing of an opportunity to come in, a new way of looking at things. So yeah, what's behind the Four of Cups? We have the Emperor. The Emperor is giving me that they were allowed to do whatever they wanted to, even though they were in the reverse, you know, doing things that they were not supposed to be doing. They still got away with it. So Gemini, this could possibly be your energy, or, you know, the person who is bringing this Tower energy down by way of, you know, when I said the Emperor doing things that they're not supposed to, maybe that's what's tied to this Moon card energy. But it's like somebody wanting to be the man because they paid the bills, they paid a cell phone bill, they stocked the refrigerator, they work 60 hours a week. You know, so they feel like they have ample space and opportunity to be able to do what they want to do. And they, you know, give themselves that full right to be able to. And, you know, it's like, forget what the, you know, the person that's, you know, with them is saying, who lives with them, because I'm hearing cohabitation, so I'm trying not to repeat that over and over again. So however that living arrangement is, because I keep saying it that way because it doesn't feel like this was ever like love, like a blissful marriage or union. It just feels like you just got together for the convenience, or maybe the control energy. It was easy to control this situation if it just went the way that you wanted it to go, according to this Emperor energy. Anything outside of that does not fit in the program. But possibly that's what happened. There's something that got outside of your reign and control, outside of the norm, the program of what you had been so used to. It's almost like a grooming energy, like you groomed this person to where they lost sight of themselves. But it was easy to do, so it's like you just, it became routine. That control was so strong on, you know, the Emperor's end, whether that's your energy or theirs, to where they were totally submissive. Like, I wouldn't be surprised, Gemini, if you picked out their clothes for them every day and they wore it. With this energy, it's very strong. But, you know, I'm being reminded of the crumble of the tower. Like, I know it hurts right now because the Emperor would never think that someone would try to come against them. Like, I'm the Emperor. Like, are you crazy? But the fact that it feels like that has happened, it's like the lump in the throat energy. It's like I want to cry, and I'm out of tears, or I'm on the verge of breaking down crying because I haven't cried in years. There might be other things going on, Gemini. I was about to call you Emperor, but I don't want to put that label on you if this is not your energy. But what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. Oh, I was going to say I feel like there are other factors here that we'll possibly be getting into. I know family is one of them, but I feel like this union, whatever this is, or this fake union, whatever this is I'm picking up on, is just like the straw that broke the camel's back with this Moon energy. But I feel like it's almost like underneath this Emperor, there was a lot to bear. Like, it's giving me burdensome energy. But let's get into it. Behind the Emperor, we have Justice here. So Justice would have to do with bringing forth some sort of balance here. So I did mention karmic energy, but that's why the Tower's coming down, to get you out of that, because possibly you have gone or are entering into or have gone through an awakening to get you on your rightful path. And it hurts. It does. It's not comforting. But Justice has to do with, I don't know, I'm getting something about a car alarm. So maybe somebody broken your car or busted a car windshield out and alarm went off. Because I just see somebody kind of standing outside in their driveway of their home looking at their car, and it's nighttime, but the alarms went off, and that's what prompted them to come outside, and then only to come out and see that their car had been broken into or the glass had been shattered or something. But it could be because you pissed someone off. Maybe that's the moon card energy. Someone's upset here. All right, so behind the Justice card energy, we have the Star card. So yeah, I feel like somebody wanted to be the star of your show, Gemini, but they couldn't. You already had a placeholder. Like the Emperor, just like do what I say, that control energy, just do what I say and don't go outside of that. But I feel like something was disturbed there. Possibly there's a third party energy who wanted it to be all about them. And not only that, they wanted it to be about you and them. So they weren't selfish in that matter, but it's like they're taking someone else's, you know, beau or girl or husband, wife, or whatever this long-term relationship is that you're cohabitating with someone. Someone said, I want that for myself. And possibly this star energy, you know, this is divine energy too now. Let's not get it misconstrued. You got major arcanas all over the place already. So let's, you know, the divinity here, even this person coming along and saying, I want you, but you're already in some sort of commitment. You're running a tight ship here. You don't want to rock the boat, you know, and this star is coming along like, F all that. You know, we're supposed to be together. Maybe that's the disturbance that I'm picking up on while this tower is falling. And you know what? I can't say that she's not wrong or he's not wrong because they're showing up as a star. Ooh, Gemini. All right. So behind the star energy, oh, we have the Queen of Cups. There she is. There she is. She wants to rock that boat all the way to the shoreline and drop everybody off so she can go ahead and renovate that yacht or renovate the boat, turn it into a yacht so y'all can sail back off to sea together. Okay? Like, I like her style, but then again, if she's a home wrecker, then, you know, I don't like her style. But if you are in a lifeless, loveless, you know, this person you're with is totally submissive. They're no challenge. They're not trying to make you a better person or help you grow. Y'all aren't growing together. Y'all are stuck and stagnant. And it's part of your program that they're a part of, but they're no assistance to it. You know, it's like, yeah, I'd try to get you out of that too. You know? So I can't even say, like, you know, this Queen of Cups is in the wrong. But, you know, of course, again, if you're married and committed to someone else, then yeah, you know, that should have been deaded. But this Queen of Cups is a hard act to follow. She's a hard one to kind of bargain with. And you know this, Gemini. You know this about this Queen of Cups. This Queen of Cups provides you with some sort of healing here. Whatever broke out, she's not healing you right now, though. She or he, doesn't have to be gender-based. The energy, though, is healing, especially with the star energy. Look at that. So that's some powerful, very powerful healing energy right there, Gemini. And I guess, Gemini, right now you're torn because you don't want to upset the family. You don't want to, you know, because you're so comfortable with this program you got set in place for years now. You know? It's like not a hair out of place for the last 20 years even. So this Queen of Cups comes along and it's like maybe you've known her before or him before and you've, you know, come in with this awakening energy. It's waking up the possibility of, oh, you know, this Queen of Cups might be good for me. But, you know, so I'm picking up fear now. So the control and the fear, you know, is I saw the word, I can't get it out though. I can't. I'm hearing 4 different words right now. Excuse me. But this Queen of Cups I feel is good for you, but I don't know what took place here. Because it's almost as if the Queen of Cups would have just left well enough alone and went on about their business, and you would have stayed stuck in your little lifeless marriage union, whatever this is you have with this person who's very submissive. They don't even know themselves, you know, because of your control all over this situation. But, you know, the Queen of Cups is, I feel like she's not giving up so easily. I feel like I said something about she's a force to reckon with earlier. Something around that, like she's not easily giving up here. I mean, she's a star. She knows her worth and her value, but at the same time, you know, there's some sort of divine attraction here. As if she's dead set on you. And you're feeling that pull, Gemini. Sorry to keep saying she and he and stuff, but you know, it's the energy at the end of the day. Okay, so here we go, y'all. Behind the Queen of Cups, we have the Strength card. So I just, you know, basically went over this to that. She feels that she is supposed to be with you. I'm hearing many lifetimes. But that would give into this star energy, and then that healing and the divine energy with the Tower and the Star card and Justice as well. Like the balancing. I just heard evil approach. Or it could be evil approaches, you know, to say future tense. Yeah, because the Queen of Cups could also kind of, you know, they can be a little jilted. So that would go with like a jilted lover. So that makes sense. You know, I don't use the word jilted. So the fact that I said it, I'm like, Okay, so jilted lover. Yeah, so the Queen of Cups is the one who caused the disturbance, but we established that earlier, but now I'm feeling even more. You know, the Strength card is, this feels like control as well, Gemini, so, or Emperor, whoever I'm talking to. So the many ways that you dished out this control, it feels like now somebody's turning those forces on you. My left palm is itching. So now you get to experience what it feels like when you don't want to be a part of someone's program, but it's like they're making you, or not, it's like you're a willing participant, but it's like you can't, you know, you can't decline, or there's no way to get out of this. It's like by default now that you have to experience this. But I feel like it's balancing the scales with the Justice energy to get you out of this karmic energy. Tower card reverse. So you're feeling it. The control that you put out, you're about to receive it back. Or you are receiving it, but I feel like they didn't really show you all exactly what this entails just yet. Behind the Strength card, look, speaking of the wheel, here we are with the karmic energy. This is a 10, but the wheel is either going backward or forwards. Right now, it's at a standstill. Because now you have to answer this call, Gemini. What are you going to do? You're gonna leave your submissive partner who is at no added benefit to the relationship except for being a placeholder, or maybe making you look like a stand-up guy, even though the Emperor is out doing any and everything and anyone they want to. That's how they met their match, by this Queen of Cups with the control factor here. So are you gonna ditch, the placeholder and roll with this Queen of Cups? That's the question here, because that's what's going to determine how this wheel is going to move, if it's going to go backward or forward. Forward would be ideal. With this Tower coming down, you would only want to rebuild on a forward wheel motion, like correcting of karma, and then have your fine foundation so you can build up again. Because whatever this was is coming down, and it needs to. Ooh, you got some decisions to make, Gemini. What's behind the wheel? Okay, so we have the Four of Swords. I feel like you just want it all to go away, but that was the energy I was feeling with the lump in my throat. Like you really just want all of this to go away. Dang. Well, I mean, you know, you're just getting a little taste of your own medicine. You know, I feel like you created this like a perfect emporium for the emperor to dwell in with, you know, whoever they want to allow in. So now you got, you know, your cohabitant and you got your side piece, right? But now it's like you just want to back away. I'm just seeing somebody wanting to go into their bedroom and just shut the door. But you got like these two people on the outside of that door. Bang, 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 bang. You know? And you just want to turn everything off and you can't. You just hear like the pounding on the door. So you're not going to be able to get any rest. Yeah. All right. Behind the Four Swords, we have the Page of Pentacles. So what are you willing to offer to make this go away? That's the question. What is it that you can do to get this Queen of Cups to realize that you're not leaving your situation? Because it sounds like that's what you're deciding, is that you're not leaving the comfort of the Emperor's home. Like it took you a long time to build this up, to get it to right where you want it. And it's been going smoothly. You've been doing your dirt and getting away with it. And this person's not been questioning anything about it. So you've had it pretty good. You got your little six-figure salary position. You know, you live in a nice neighborhood, drive a decent car, you know. This Queen of Cups is about to mess everything up. She about to knock all this shit over. Oh, okay. So the Page of Pentacles, you don't know what to offer this person because you know they want you. So there's nothing you'll be able to come up with in representation of anything outside of you that this person's going to be happy with and accept. Yeah, that's what that Page of Pentacles is telling me. We have Judgment here. So yeah, I mean, this is karma. Yeah. We saw that with the Wheel energy. We were talking about that in the reading, especially with this Tower card reversed. The Justice card is out here. Left hand is itching again. Moon card. Something had to pop off to get this thing going here. To get this Tower falling. So Judgment is here. Yeah, so everybody is going to have to answer for this, for what's been going on in their life. So I'm looking at, you know, the cohabitant by way of whoever this person is that's totally submissive to you. They got to answer for why they fell into that position, to where they allowed another person just to lead them and they totally neglected them own selves. They got to answer to that. You got to answer to why you were so controlling. You know, why you felt that, you know, what you were doing was fine. Left palm itching right now. And then, of course, the Queen Bee over here, Queen of Cups, you know, she has to answer for her intrusion. So everybody has to answer for this right now. Tower's falling. Then we have behind that Temperance, and then behind that the Ten of Wands. So yeah, look, balance again, because this ain't right. This whole thing was never right from the get-go. Yeah. So with the family time, the Christmas energy, the where did I go wrong energy I was picking up on, that was you, Gemini. Because what I felt, the young man, he felt like he just graduated from college or something. And, you know, he was off to, you know, make a man of himself. Like, you know, and that's how he got into this emperor role. But it's like the flashback. It's like going back, like, what happened? It's the Ten of Swords. Oh, one more card here. Behind the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles. That's what happened. You took pleasure in giving or taking or perceiving other things as valuable and then wanting to exchange with that. So it's like, you know, whatever you had at home by way of stability, the cohabitant, you know, you living in a good neighborhood, good job, that wasn't good enough for you. That's the Four of Cups energy I was picking up on here. Or the representation of the card. That wasn't good enough, but it's like instead of trying to improve that or improve your life or work with this person to try to get on the same page with them, you know, instead of making them submissive to your demands and not get out of line, whatever that emperor energy was, I don't know. You know, you didn't treat them like, you know, they demand or deserve some sort of respect, or, you know, that they needed. You didn't treat them like you would want to be treated, I'll say. I feel like you did a lot of things, moon card energy, behind their back. That's where this Queen of Cups comes in, to knock all this shit over. We have the Knight of Pentacles is going outside of everything. Instead of nurturing and growing and rehabilitating inside, you went outside to get pleasure. So it's like you offering your hard-earned money for attention from others, but they were willing, ready to take that pentacle to give what you wanted. And you went back time and time again for this pleasure, whatever this is with this Knight of Pentacles. It could be any kind of vice, any kind of attention, whatever was rewarding to you, made you feel good. You could always go back to that place and here's my money, take my money. Now give me what I want. All right, Gemini. I have clarifying decks over here, but I'm like, which one do I want to use? And do I want to get clarifiers, or do I just drop you off right here, which I don't want to do? Let's get some chakra oracle cards. Let's see, Spirit, can you clarify with the chakra oracle deck, please? And thank you. Dang, Gemini, it's going to be all right. I mean, you know, this didn't have to be set in stone. This, whatever this is that you've been going along with this program for so long. Maybe you're feeling like you ruined this person's life, the cohabitant, you know? But, you know, at the same time, she or he, they have to be responsible for their own decision. So that's one thing you can scratch off of your list. That's not their fault. They had free will to commit to you and say, yes, master. Whatever you say, master, like they did that on their own. So don't worry about that. They can answer for that at judgment time. So let's see what's here. Thank you, Spirit, for that. All right. So, Instinct is here. This is the 7th crown chakra energy right here. So you are following some sort of call here, because I'm looking at wolf energy. I'm hearing call of the wild. So if we're talking about, you know, generational energy, you were kind of following that. Like, this is what, you know, I'm supposed to do. I don't know how you grew up and what made you feel that way, but it's what gave you strength at the end of the day. It made you feel like the man. That's the Emperor energy. Next to that, we have growth and perception. These are heart chakra energy cards. So yeah, you're experiencing awakening right now. Your perception of a lot of things is changing. Look at the butterfly representation there. That's transformation. But that's why that was the lump in the throat. Like, you need a really, really, really good cry. You need several. I don't feel like the Emperor ever cries. They don't really have anything to cry about because they got it made. But now that this tower's come down, whatever's happening with this secret, this moon card, has you all balled up wanting to go lay down somewhere with the 4 of Swords and close the door. But they're on the outside of the door beating the door like, get your ass up. All right. We have dissipating here. I feel like this is solar plexus energy. Whatever the second chakra, I'm sorry, the third chakra is, I feel like that's solar plexus. But dissipating, look, they're just kind of just sinking into the background. Like, you know, I'm okay here. It's, you know, Campania solar is connected to creativity. So this is somebody who's just complacent. They're willing to accept that this is what it is. Like, that's what has to go. That whole attitude surrounding that has to be done with. Like, do you want to end up like the cat lady, the bird lady, you know, watching repeats on TV? Nobody's around you and the bird's looking at you like, why am I stuck here with you? The bird's like, I should be out there free. I'm stuck in here with you. And your sorry ass is what I wanted to say. And I said it. But hey, you're not sorry, Gemini. Don't even feel that way. But I feel like that's probably how you feel. That's why that came out. So I'm not trying to make fun of that. Wanting to lighten the mood here because I felt it. That, by the way, the pain in my throat, the lump in the throat energy went away. So that's throat chakra energy. You got to speak up, Gemini. You got to speak up. There's some things you got to say. And if it's just you looking in the mirror saying them to yourself, you got to talk to yourself about this. One more card. We have perseverance. So, dang, are you yeah, so you're feeling it's kind of hard to move on from this, or, you know, you thought you had things set up a certain way. This is like what it's giving me, a lady got all dressed up to go to an event only to find out she wasn't even invited. That's what that's giving me. So maybe you are feeling like an outcast at this point. But Gemini, that's that energy of that I was saying, you need to go talk to someone. If it's just like a professional, a therapist, like, why are you beyond talking to professional help there? You just need to talk. You just need to physically, verbally get it out, purge, cry. I know you want to get away from everything, but you got to also release whatever this is that's holding you back here, that caused you to get in this situation to begin with. I mean, this is something that's very complex, so I'm just reading the cards, but hopefully this will kind of let you know, like, oh, so that's what's going on. I'm going through an awakening now, you know, so that'll get the ball rolling for you. So go ahead and, you know, get on the right path, Gemini. But anyway, I wish you all the best, and I hope this helps.